Hey everyone, I'm back, and today I want to show you something a little bit different. So up until this point, all of my videos have been about magic cards. However, today I want to show you some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. These ones, to be specific. And if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh at all, you know, these ones are some pretty cool cards because these are actually some of the very first ones that you could get. Back when I was in high school, I actually played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I played it before I played Magic. I was super into it, like from the moment it was a game. I think it came out in 2002, so I played it for a few years. I tried to play competitively when I could, but it was mostly just kind of tournaments in my local area. I did go to Nationals one year, so that was pretty cool. But I do have somewhat of a history with Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't play it. I don't play it now. It's become so much different than when I did play it. I tried playing Duel Links recently, and that was kind of cool. But as for the actual game, it is too different for me. I just can't get into it. But I do still like to collect vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards, just specifically the ones that I played with when I was in high school, and that's what these are. So these three you see here are the starter decks. So the first generation was the Yugi and Kaiba. I don't have the Kaiba. Then the second one was Pegasus and Joey. And I got these fairly recently. I found them on a local marketplace. In all places, I found them in France, actually, which is pretty funny, seeing as these ones are specifically the versions for United States and Canada, and it's also English. So it's pretty hard to find English cards in France, let alone, you know, the North American version. But I got these on a local marketplace. I bought all three of them together. I think in total it was something like maybe 150 or 160 euros for the three. And these, if you can find them sealed, are quite valuable. So the ones that I have here, they're not sealed. However, you can see the boxes are in very good condition, and the cards are as well. The person that I bought them from said that when he was younger, he got these, or maybe his parents bought them for him or something. He opened them up, saw they were English, and he couldn't read them, so he just put them back in his closet and left them until he took them out to sell them. I'm going to go through some of these. I'm not sure if I'm going to go through all of them right now, because that might make the video too long, but we'll start off with going through this Yugi deck. So this is the unlimited version. These two, though, are first edition, you can see here. So with vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards, what makes all the difference is whether it's unlimited or first edition. So if you can find first edition ones, they're typically quite valuable. I think this one would be the most valuable out of these three. A sealed one of these, I don't know, you're probably looking at least like between $500 to $1,000 or something like that. Maybe not quite that much yet. You're looking at several hundred at least. So this one isn't sealed, but it's in great condition. I'll leave these here for now, and I'm gonna start looking through this one. I'll open up nice and carefully here. So, like, to get all of the cards in here, especially since this one is unlimited, it's not that expensive to get the cards, but another thing that really matters with these is the condition. What is hard to find is cards like this that are actually in good condition. Because there are tons of these things out there, these cards, but most of them are just completely destroyed, basically, because this is a kid's game. So kids will get these, and especially back when they were new, they would just play them raw. And the cards will just get destroyed so easily, especially with Yu-Gi-Oh cards, seeing as they have these square corners. So to find some of these in good condition, it is pretty hard to do. And then another thing with these is actually like the packaging, to find this in good condition too. Because with these things, Really, the appeal of it is just kind of nostalgia, and getting getting to see, you know, the box as you would have seen it when you were a kid and originally got these. It just gives you kind of a hit of nostalgia that you don't get like to the same degree as if you were just looking at the cards themselves. So there's a fair bit of value also in just having the boxes and things like this. Like you get the rule book version 2.0. I imagine version 1 would have been if this was a first edition deck, this is the one that I got. That I remember very specifically when I started playing. I got the first edition Yugi starter deck. So I would have been reading through these things when the game was brand new. I think I was maybe 13 years old. It's a while ago. You get the paper playmat here too. I'm gonna put these back in the box and just take a look at some of these cards. So I've got the 3 foil ones sleeved up here just to keep them nice and minty. So what the person that I bought these from told me, like I said, he he got them, saw they were English, and just put them back in his closet. So I just kind of took him on his word because we were just outside, so I wasn't gonna like open these all up and look through each individual card, make sure it's all in good condition. Like I took a look at it, saw the good cards there, and just trusted him. And all of these are in very good condition except for this card. I don't know what's up with this, but I'll take it out here and show you the Soul Exchange. Look at that big bend there. There's a crease all the way through it. It's a shame because it's one of the foil cards. Fortunately though, this in Unlimited Edition is not really worth very much. So I'm looking to just get a new one of those to replace this with. It's weird though because this in this whole deck, that's the only card that's like this. If you look at the Dark Magician, it's in like pristine condition. It's so cool to see one like this. It's no defects at all, nice and smooth. When I got these and started looking through them, I was a little bit afraid to even touch the cards because they're in such perfect condition. I just didn't want to cause any damage potentially. So I'll put these back in the sleeves. I always like to put them in upside down. Got the card destruction for the other foil. Pretty cool. And then for the rest of these, I believe I have them in the order that they would be in if you were to open it sealed. So like when the game was brand new, this was all that existed. This, the Kaiba deck, and the LOB, Legend of Blue Eyes boosters. So this was all that you really had to choose from to make a deck with. So I actually did play with a lot of these cards. Like for a while, Dark Magician was the best card in my deck. Book of Secret Arts. Don't know if I ever played this one, maybe just at the very beginning a little bit. And you can see the centering for these is not very good. Look how off-center that is. I don't know if that's enough to be considered miscut. Probably not. But, I mean, that's early cards for you. Mammoth Graveyard. There's a whole lot of just normal monsters in this deck. Mystical Elf. This was a pretty sweet card just because it's a level 4 creature or monster with 2000 defense. So just put up a big wall that your opponent would have a lot of trouble getting through. Sorcerer of the Doom. This guy was actually pretty decent. 1450 for a level 4 monster was not bad at the time. 2-pronged attack. I don't know if I ever used this. Basically 3-for-1s yourself. But, I mean, if you really need to kill something, this'll do it for you. Look how off-center this one is. That's nuts. remember playing this card, just gain some life, gain 1,000. Man-Eater Bug. This was an awesome card for, I don't know, the first few sets, actually, probably up until like Pharaoh's Servant, maybe. This card was great. It's just removal on a creature. Flip, destroy something. I don't, do you think this is off-center enough to be considered miscut? I don't know. I feel like it's not, but let me know what you think. Witty Phantom, I played this guy. Change of Heart, amazing card. I don't know, I feel like maybe it's banned now. I don't know if it is or not, but super powerful. Definitely back in the day it was super powerful. I don't know what it's doing today. Ultimate Offering, don't think I ever played that one. Winged Dragon, that guy was in the TV show, I think. A lot of these cards, because I, as well as probably everyone else that started playing the game at the time, played it because we saw the TV show. So a lot of these cards are just very iconic, I guess, for appearing in the TV show. And it doesn't matter if they're good or not. People like them just because of their appearance in the TV show. Just like I did, like this guy, Celtic Guardian. It's a pretty iconic card. So just as a kid, it felt cool to be able to actually play this yourself after seeing Yugi play it on the TV show. Dark Hole, that card was awesome too. The staple in every deck. It's another thing, another card where I don't know what it's doing today, but back in the day, this card was amazing. I remember playing Reinforcements too. Increase something's attack by 500. I don't remember doing much with this guy, Magical Ghost. However, this one, Neo the Magic Swordsman, at the time that this came out, this was one of the most powerful cards that you could be playing for a 4-star creature. It had 1700. The only thing better than that was 1800. And then when the first tournament pack came out, there was 1850 with the Mechanical Chaser card. But 17 for being, you know, just getting the Yugi deck, this guy was pretty sweet. Sword of Dark Destruction. Got lots of dark monsters in here, you can put that on. This guy. For some, I don't know why, but I always feel like this guy's a level 4 thing. It's level 5. I remember even the first time I saw this, I was like, hey, cool, it's pretty good for level 4. I try to play it and I'm like, wait, I have to sacrifice something to play this? It's level 5? I don't know why. Check out that sweet lens flare. Summon Skull. This was another one of the best cards for quite a while. Just because it's got 2500 power for just needing one sacrifice. The Castle Walls. This card was pretty good, especially in this deck. Field card makes all of your Fiend and Spellcaster types bigger. I think it works for your opponent too, right? Yeah. Makes Fairy smaller also. Dragon Zombie. This guy was pretty good too. 1600 for a 3-star. Yes, the Beaver Warrior. Not bad, honestly. It's got a pretty big butt, so it can attack and defend. Mystic Clown. This card is another staple, or was a staple. I mean, literally, it would go in every deck. I don't know if it got banned at some point, or it was definitely restricted to 1 for a long time anyway. Dragon Capture Jar. Don't think I ever played that. It was such a narrow card, but I mean, especially this was a rare in the LOB set, so it's just kind of a weird card to be at rare, just because it's so narrow. Stern Mystic. Not bad stats. I don't remember this card. Man-Eating Treasure Chest. I remember playing games was basically just about putting out a normal monster and, you know, just attacking with it. Attacking, defending. So whoever had the biggest normal monster was typically in the lead. Silverfang's another one of these iconic cards just because Yugi plays it. It's not particularly good. but it's recognizable. This card, Dispel, it wasn't super useful because it destroys a magic card on the field, but there weren't really a lot of continuous magic cards that people played. Like, there could be a field spell or an equip, but at the time, none of those were very good, so I don't think I ever played this card. I did play this one, though. Basically like a fog effect. Doma is another one. Feels like it should be 4-star, but it's 5. Pretty crappy for 5. I never actually played this card. I think I didn't ever really understand how it worked, so I just didn't play it just because I didn't understand it. But I've heard that it's a super good card. If a monster is sent to your graveyard from your field to the graveyard during the turn you played this, select a monster with an attack of 1500 or less from your deck and play it as a special summon. Huh. Yeah, I can see why that's good. You could just like sacrifice something for your Dark Magician, play this, go get a creature from your deck. There's another iconic one. This one was very good actually, because it's another one of the 2000 defense guys, but also having 1300 power attack. Pretty good attacker. The Wall of Illusion. Reverse Trap. Another one that I never used. Feral Imp. It's another iconic Yugi card. This one, Gaia. I remember we were at the game store the first time I saw these actually. The first time I saw it, I wasn't able to get one, but my friend got one. So he was looking through this and he saw the Gaia here, and I remember what I said to him specifically was, I'll give you anything for that. Just because I saw it, because I was a kid that liked Yu-Gi-Oh! I saw it from the show, recognized it. I thought it was such a cool character. Little did I know there was an ultra rare version of this that you can get from the LOB set. That's actually quite valuable today, especially in first edition. Remove Trap. This guy's another pretty good 4-star card. Curse of Dragon. This was not quite as good as Summon a Skull, but still pretty decent. 2000 was one of the highest attacks you could get, outside of having something like Dark Magician where you need 2 tributes. Trap Hole, awesome removal. Probably crappy today, but back then it was good. Same with Fisher. A little bit narrow, but good removal. Trap Master. And Claw Reacher for the final card. Pretty cool to look through these. I mean, it just feels so nostalgic, especially having, like, you know, the cool packaging and seeing it as I did the first time that I bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And it's a kind of a shame for the Soul Exchange, but I'll find a better condition one, swap that out with this. I think for these other decks, I'll probably do another video for those, just because this one's getting a little bit long. But for this, the Yugi one, it is a valuable deck just to have all of these things together. But these ones, I would say, are more valuable because they're first edition. And like I was saying, that kind of makes all the difference in vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards, is whether it's first edition or not. The first thing is whether it's first edition or unlimited, and then the second thing is condition, is kind of how I feel, because even if you have a really bad condition first edition card, chances are it's worth more than a mint condition unlimited version. So outside of these also, I do have I think a fairly substantial collection of vintage Yu-Gi-Oh cards. A little while ago I decided that I was going to start collecting the sets that I had when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid and I was playing this, I did try to collect full sets of everything. And I stopped playing around 2005, 2006. So the last set that I played with was Ancient Sanctuary. So I've been collecting full sets of LOB through Ancient Sanctuary. I've got some of those pretty much done. A lot of it is in first edition too. Even some of the LOB cards, which are quite hard to find in first edition. But I don't know, if you like seeing some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I could show you some of that stuff too. I enjoy talking about these cards. I just randomly have this box also that it perfectly fits these three things here. They just go right in there with like no room to move around. It's this random IKEA thing. Anyway, so that's the Yugi deck. I'll show you these two decks in another video. Let me know what you think of this, if you like Yu-Gi-Oh or not. But anyway, if you're still watching, thanks for watching, and it'd be cool if you can like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later.